What's up, family? We are back. I don't know what happened. I'm so upset, but we're gonna keep it going. So once you get in this live, be sure to share the live with as many people as possible. We're gonna get J.Haynes back in here, and we're gonna pick up from where we left off. Yeah, we're just gonna do it like that. I know Instagram hating. I'm so mad, but it's okay. It's okay. Um,
And we back.
okay, J
We are
Haynes.
we are back.
Okay. Um, we're gonna do this again. We're
Okay,
gonna do this again, but
that's fine.
right now we're gonna start from where we left off. If you're on the live, please be sure to share the live with as many people as possible. What's up, family? I see you coming in here.
What's up? What's
Um,
up, y'all?
and we just gonna pick it back up. So I'm gonna start back with the
Like,
last question I asked you. Okay.
all right, yeah, for sure.
Um, how has your experience been with working with entertainment outlets such as Song for Song and UBH?
It's been absolutely positively amazing. I can't speak highly on enough about both programs. Speaking about the song for song first, I had the opportunity of gracing the stage for them twice. It was awesome both times. I know the first time was actual song for song competition. What else, Slate? But yeah, it was actual song for song competition. We actually had practices and things like that. I love how they pulled everything together. Shout out Slate, shout out Tay, shout out Dre Day. They really, really did something good. They took a step and a leap on actually unifying the artists. And the same thing goes for UBH, man. Like, I've had the privilege of hitting the stage for them, I think, like 2 or 3 times. And always nothing but love, always a pleasure, man. I love the togetherness that everybody has. Like, nobody feels like they have to outshine the next person, but at the same time, everybody's coming with their A game. And I suggest that anybody that's serious about their craft, but that's the only thing, like, you got to be serious about it. I suggest that anybody that's serious, definitely get with Dre Day and the Song for Song platform. They got another one. I think they got Song for Song 7 coming around here pretty soon. I think they just opened up
It's in
submissions for real.
it's in February, right?
I
February
think I
13th.
think so. I think so. I'm not sure,
Okay.
but Dre Day, you in here? Make sure you put the information on here for everybody that's watching. But yeah, UBH, man, song for song, I can't say enough, man. Shout out to all of those guys who's actually putting it together. And that goes back to that last question that we had as far as like unity. The unity is really, really has started to manifest itself amongst the group, amongst the artists in the city. And once that happens, like, Mobile is gonna be on. It's gonna be a haven for like artists and yeah, submissions open
Missions
on
open
January
January
30th.
30th.
Yeah. So make sure, hey, everybody tap in for that, man. Y'all don't know who's gonna hit the stage. It's gonna be the next Jay Haynes that's gonna hit the stage that you're gonna be seeing. So make sure y'all on the lookout for that. If you're serious, go ahead and hit them submissions. Shout out DJ Ferg. She in here. She actually did my music at the last show that you was at. She did an amazing job. I've
She
never
did.
had an experience like that. Like, I've had like experiences, like great experiences with DJs, but for me and her not to like really know each other and never work with each other, that went extremely well. Like, it was executed to a T. Great communication is key. Shout out DJ Ferg.
That's so dope. And yeah, the show I went to, for everybody who wasn't there, like I said, I felt like I was at home.
Yeah.
Everybody who got on that stage was amazing in their own way. Everybody was different, and I got a lot of stuff on camera. It was just everybody just had energy on stage, and I'm really big about performances. Having that energy, because that's what makes you you. That's what makes people want to go and listen to you.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Exactly.
being that I feel like a lot of people feel like they have to relocate to reach their goals when they're in a smaller city. So my next question is, do you feel like relocating is a necessary step to your game plan, or do you feel as though you're fine where you are?
It's a little bit of half and half. Like, I don't necessarily think I need to go anywhere. I feel like, honestly, I feel like if you're dope, talent can be heard, thousands and millions of miles away. So I feel like I'm good where I am right now. I have a couple of music things that I want to accomplish here, a couple of personal things I want to accomplish here because, it's home. And I'm a big proponent about giving back to the community. That's why I'm like I'm track and field coach. I try to don't give my time to whatever organization is doing any type of things with the youth involved in sports. So I'm a big sports guy, but I don't know if I'm gonna stay here forever. You know what I'm saying? Like the plan is definitely like to take it as far as it can go. And if that road leads me out of Mobile, then so be it. But right now, I'm doing my thing. I'm letting people know that I'm here. I'm representing my city the best way that I can.
You are.
And whatever happens, happens. Like if I gotta leave, I'll leave. But one thing's for sure, like I'm always gonna definitely represent Mobile, Alabama, because it's home. It's where I became who I am
You
today.
are. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm proud of it. I'm definitely proud to be a product of my environment.
Same. I love it. I love it. Okay, so tell me, what are some creative ways you use to promote your brand or you as an artist?
Okay. Bars. So I just be dropping bars, man. Like I love to write and I like to rap. So like I know if you go down my page, like you'll see like like just recently last couple of posts been like just me dumping bars out of my clip. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a book full of bars and I'm just gonna give them to the world because writing in the music part has never been the issue for me. I guess because I can sit down and write. Like I love that. It's more like the time thing. But yeah, just like dropping bars, man. Like everywhere I go, man, I'm always ready to rap. Anywhere I go, I always have a flash drive on me. I always have my music on my phone. I have it on the flash drive. I have it in my cloud box or whatever I need. So I'm always ready to perform. Another thing, these cards actually that I got
I
that I was
was
given.
just I was just about to mention the cards because I was so happy when I got one. Okay. And
Yeah,
I don't have it on my desk. I don't know where it
yeah.
is, but you got yours. Okay, so y'all,
So
after
the
he
cards,
performed, before he got off stage, he mentioned that he had business cards. Okay. The creative thing about J.Haynes' business cards is that they have a QR code on them that leads you directly to his music and all of his social media. I think that's a very popular way to promote your brand and your business in 2022. Especially, I know it's become popular because I work at Office Depot, so I make them all the time.
right,
Um, and a lot of businesses come in there from doctors, lawyers, artists, all kind of people, and they're using that
right,
QR code. So
right.
I suggest that if you don't have any business cards or you looking to get some more business cards, put your QR code on there because people, sometimes people just don't feel like typing in somebody's ad name, but they'll take a picture, they'll scan that QR code and it'll lead them to everywhere they need to go. So that was very creative.
Exactly. Like that idea was kind of inspired by like a couple of things. Like one, I was so tired. Like after my show, I expend a lot of energy when I'm rapping, right? Like I'm rapping fast and all of that moving and and I'm sweating. You saw me sweating. So at the end, I don't really want to sit there and be like, hey, follow me on this. Here's my handle. Follow me
Yeah.
on this. My handle. Follow me. Like I got tired of doing that. So a while ago, a couple of months ago, I took a trip out to Colorado. And first of all, it was boss. It was hard. It was hard. I like the energy. I got tired real fast, but that's just because of the high elevation or whatever.
Yeah.
But I went out there and it was during the COVID or whatever. So like every restaurant, like they didn't have like menus, they had a QR code. So like every time I would go, like, no matter where it was to eat, I would just use my phone. So I'm like, ooh, let me see if I can use this. So I have this
Yeah.
thing like with through my distribution with DistroKid, you have a hyperfollow link where you can put where all your music is streaming and all of that stuff. So I'm like, okay, what's the best way to make a QR code? So I did like most people nowadays do in 2022 and looked it on Google. I was like, how do you make a Google a QR code?
And it's
And
free.
and it's free. Like you
It's
don't have to pay
free.
anybody. Like it's not that technical. Like no, I did it on my phone. I did it on my phone. As soon as I read it, it was like just go to Google Chrome and do the three dots and do the QR code. Like it literally says produce QR code or make a QR code. So I
Yeah.
did that, put it on the back of a card, and I transformed myself into a walking billboard. Like I walk and I can promote my music at any time. Like today, right before this, when I went to Domino's, I had to use a gift card that I got for Christmas. So I went to
You got a
Domino's.
Domino's gift card for Christmas?
Of course, I love
You
Domino's,
love
man. Look,
Domino's?
of course, you see the Ninja Turtles in the background right here. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. I grew up on that piece of life. But anyway, so now I was just in the driveway and then I had an anime shirt on. I had that purple shirt on that I had on earlier in that promotion video that I did.
Mhm.
And he was like, "Yo, nice shirt." And I was like, "Yo, you listen to rap?" He was like, "Yeah, I listen to rap." And you like anime? Yeah. Okay, well, why don't you just take one of my cards? And I gave out like 5 or 6 cards at Domino's. So like
Wow.
I'm a walking billboard like that, and I urge all artists to take yourself like that. Like
Yeah.
be a walking billboard for your brand.
Yeah.
Represent your brand everywhere you go.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And try to have at least one conversation with somebody that you don't know.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I do when I go network. I want to shake somebody's hand that I've never met before, that I feel like is taking their brand seriously, or trying to be creative in any type of way.
Oh yeah.
I stand on acknowledgement because I feel like that's the most. I always say that's the number one thing that all artists look for or want from people. They just want to be acknowledged. They want their art
Right.
to be acknowledged. They want their work to be acknowledged. So, just shaking somebody's hand, just telling them they did a good job, even if you don't know them, try to do that in every room you step in.
Exactly. I'm a big proponent of like giving roses when I feel like they do. Like if you do a great job and I feel like you did a great job, I feel like I have to let you know for me
Yeah.
that you did a great job.
Yeah.
Like for real, like people, especially artists, and being in those positions to where like I might go to a venue that's a whole bunch of like I might go to a show and it's a whole bunch of twerking music and I'm the oddball out. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I get up in there rapping fast and they looking like, man, I'm trying to shake something. So I understand like the importance of being like, bro, that was good, man. I appreciate you and what you do. So anytime I go to a show or anytime I see somebody coming out with a project or any type of music, creative, anything on social media, I always try to support. I always try to share. I always try to give feedback, man. And I always try to make sure that everybody knows that, like, J.Haynes ain't hating on nobody. J.Haynes want everybody to win. I really want everybody to win.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like, point blank, period. Like, even if you don't like me, I want you to win.
Most
Which
definitely.
I find it hard. I find it hard to say because I'm a real likable guy. Like, I am. I'm sorry, but that's what it
Yeah.
is.
I mean, people just gonna hate regardless. So you just gotta learn to deal with it and don't change who you are just because somebody else want to hate on you. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I'm just really big on showing love. So yeah, the networking, the branding, the QR code is definitely a plus when it comes to promoting your brand.
Oh
So
yeah, for sure.
let's get into your project. Tell me, what was the inspiration behind Ultra Instinct?
All right, so the number one inspiration behind Ultra Instinct was Dragon Ball Super. So for all of y'all people who are anime fans, or for all of y'all who was in the hood like me that used to race home to go see Toonami to watch Dragon Ball Z, it's an extension of Dragon Ball Z. So Dragon Ball Super, I like the show because it's always about ascending your limits. Shout out K Smooth. Um, he's up in here. But it's always about ascending your limits. You know what I'm saying? And time after time, we've seen like the main character Goku and the side character Vegeta ascend and get a new level and a new set of highlights in their hair. With all their transformations and stuff, hair always is turning different colors. But anyway, so the last form that Goku attained was called Ultra Instinct, and the idea behind it is being able, like, having your body react without you even having to think.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was so dope, like being so in tune with your mind and body that like you're just reacting. And I can relate to that. Like as far as like being in sports, playing football, where you just you shut your brain off, and you just going. Like you're just going. You know the plays, you know your responsibilities, you go with it. And so, I feel like rapping now to me has become my ultra instinct. Like it's what I go to. So I wanted to represent, my belief in always ascending and going for the next thing. That's why that my figure, my cover art with my character. That's why he's has white hair. That's that form of ultra instinct. So I just wanted to give some art and some love to Dragon Ball, and I also wanted to pay homage to them fighting fast because they fight fast as hell. Like they be boom 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 over here, boom 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 over here, and I feel like that's kind of how I rap. Like you never know what kind of cadence or what kind of flow is coming next. Like I can hit you with something steady, or I can hit you with something that's just like rapid, like a Tech Nine or something. So yeah, that was the biggest inspiration behind it, Dragon Ball Super, and just showing that rapping is my ultra instinct, is what I do.
Yeah. Nice. That's amazing. What's your favorite song on your project?
But now you know better than to ask an artist what their favorite song, because that's like
I
my
know,
baby.
that's why I did it. What's your
Oh
favorite
man.
song?
Oh, my favorite song on our
Or what was
project.
the song that had the best process?
The best process? Oh, the best process on I think on me. On me. Making that was the best. Oh no, 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 no. It was game
No?
over. It was game over. It was game
Game
over.
over?
It was either game over or on me. Game over was nah. Okay, on me. I promise. That's my answer. So
Okay.
the process with that was so one thing that I pride myself on now is that I'm making my own beats. Like it's me. I got a guy that I work with, my engineer slash producer, my brother handyman Dan. Shout out to Rich Mob Productions. It's just me and him. Like all of my recording process, all of the beat making, like is with him. And my grandmother taught me how to play piano when I was 6, and from there I kind of dabble and dabble in like saxophone, drums, things like that. So I'm
Wow.
very musically inclined. And I'm technically inclined too, but he's more so of the tech guy. So I'm making my own beats. On Me was actually the second beat that I ever made that I ever made. Going through that whole process of making it one complete idea is what made it one of my favorites and one of my favorite recording processes, because all of that came from my head, like from the loop that dun 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 dun, and then from the bass line to what I'm saying. I was just like, hey, D, plug me in, let me play some shit, and you put it wherever you think that it needs to go. And we just curated a masterpiece. And then after we got done with the beat, I went to writing it, and then so like it's a complete thought. So that's what I'm into, like making my beats and then making my lyrics on top of that, because all of that authentically came from here, and there is no substitute for what comes out of here. So yeah, man, on me. My favorite one to perform though probably is Game Over now, because Game Over, that was the first time I actually performed that.
Oh,
That was the
really?
first, yeah, that was the first time I ever actually performed that, because that cadence is ridiculous. That cadence is fast. So yeah, that's my favorite one to perform now, because I like when I get into my little chopping parts, like where I'm like it's real. This might sound weird, but it's real. It feels really pleasurable coming out. Like I don't know, like it's just like when you
It's like
hitting every
you're playing the instrument, but you're rapping.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's crazy you say that, because like I take influence from movies and everything, right? So like you seen Drumline, right?
Yeah.
So the actual fast part for a Game Over was inspired by like the one of the drum parts in Drumline, the
Hmm.
like I had watched Drumline, and I'm like, oh, that's a dope cadence. So let me just try to do it. So I've been through the road with your knee and my shovel been snapping like I don't need a huddle or a nitty your muscle been in this a piece of the puzzle before the
Wow.
bishop. So yeah, like it's like almost like I'm playing an instrument, which is my voice box. So like in my mouth.
That's
So
crazy. That's
yeah,
so you make your own beats.
yeah,
You have rapid cadences,
yeah,
movie inspiration,
yeah.
anime. That's a lot. That's a lot. Stage presence, performance.
Yep. Yeah, it's all hard work, and not to mention I did go to college, and I have a good degree in
What college did you
communications.
go to?
I went to three colleges. So my first stop was Troy University. Then the second stop after that, I went there for a semester. I went to a junior college where I did track and field and football, and then I finished at Lindenwood University in Belleville, Illinois. So I spent time. I spent time in Kansas for junior college, and seeing snow for the first time, I was traumatized. Like,
You know what? It just snowed here, and I don't like the snow. I just don't like the snow. It's pretty.
yeah, it's nice to look at,
It's
but
nice to look at, but I don't want to be in the snow. It's just no. Mm-mm.
yeah, that was crazy. I was making a gas station run. I opened my door and I just saw nothing but white. Like nothing but white. You couldn't even see nothing. I think we had like a little storm or something to kick off the season. And I closed my door and I went in there. I said, okay, what is that shit? Like out. Like what is that? Because like I'm not walking in that. One of y'all people
Not
from
walking on
Missouri.
it. Turn back
Yeah,
around, going in the house, and I'm getting under a
nah.
blanket.
Yeah, because we don't have boots. We don't wear Tims and stuff. Like I was trying to walk in the snow in J's and stuff, man. Like slipping and bust my ass. Like every time I take a step, it's not for me.
You know, even Christmas break, it was like 20 degrees here in Huntsville, and I'm like, I know it's hot. I know it's hot in Mobile.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know it's hot. So I definitely made sure I packed like, cause yeah, I knew I was gonna be hot.
right. Yeah, man. It feels like right now, like it's hot right now. It rained a little bit, but I know it's gonna be cold in the morning. But
Yeah,
that cold versus like y'all's cold or like Kansas cold is not cold.
completely different.
Yeah, it hit different too.
It does. Okay, so the last question I have written down. After this question, we're going to open it up for everybody who's still on this live. There's a question mark at the bottom of the screen. If you have a question for J.Haynes or me, just type in your question at the bottom of the screen, and I'll be able to pull it up once I'm done answering this question. My last question is, do you have any expectations this year 2022?
Man, honestly, one of my goals is my biggest goal for 2022 is to be like I want to make a living off of my music. Right now, I have a big boy job. That I got to get up at 5 o'clock, and I got to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning every morning, and I have a lot of responsibility. And also I coach track. I coach track and field as well. So my time is, and I try to do all the volunteer opportunities. So my time is sometimes it's hard to come by. But one thing that I've realized, I've had a couple of months to like really think to myself about this music and everything and life just in general. My biggest goal, I just want to wake up and be creative. Like I just want to wake up and
Yes.
curate a music video or curate a movie or go write some music or go make some beats. Like I want to wake up every morning and be involved in the creative process. And
Yes.
I do that now, but I want to gear that more towards my music because I'm such a creative. It's really hard to turn my brain off. I'm one of those people that have a hard time of thinking. Like every time I hear music, I listen to it and I just automatically start rapping to it, like in my head. Like I block out whoever's rapping and I start rapping in my head. So like, that's my ultimate goal. But definitely to see from me this year, I'm definitely going to be dropping a project. My next project is going to be called Enter the Void. Is
Into the
that
void.
Enter the Void? So this one is going to be inspired. I can already tell you. It's inspired by this cartoon that I absolutely love. Have you ever heard of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I haven't.
Okay, so it's a TV show that used to come on back in the day, and it's about like this little kid who is the guy called the Avatar, and he's a master of all four elements. So like fire, earth, wind, water. So like he spent his time like trying to save the world from the Fire Nation. And anyway, so what it's inspired off of is the extension of the show is the next Avatar in line named Korra. And season 3 of the show is this villain called Zahir. And he's my favorite villain of all time. Like when I have a son, I'm gonna name my son Zahir because Zahir was a cold MF. He was a cold motherfucker. So like it's all about letting go and almost becoming wind. Like this guy, this villain, he was an airbender, and air is one of those elements of free. It's the element of freedom
Yeah.
and detaching from the earth. Because a lot of those people who were airbenders were monks. They detached themselves from their earthly tether, And one of the monks in there preached that a lot. And he spent the last 40 years of his life actually not touching the ground, like levitating. He spent the last 40 years of his life flying. And so to do that, you have to enter the void as of emptying yourself and becoming like almost like nothing, like water, being able to shift into any pocket that you want to. So with that being said, of the title of the project, it's going to be a lot of different sounds. Like, of course, you're going to have those tracks where I'm ripping it and rapping double time, but then you're also going to have a little bit of the older me when I was kind of like, flowing with that real conscious flow. It's going to be some dance hall stuff on there. It's going to be definitely some stuff for you to dance to, and it's basically me becoming water, becoming wind, being able to fit into any pocket, flow anywhere, and do it as I please. And I hope that I'm working on it right now. I'm hoping that everybody's gonna mess with it, man. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of different sounds, a lot of different beats in there. So I'm definitely excited.
That's so deep. Like I love when people put in the work with their projects. Like map out everything they want to do. Like it's kind of
Exactly.
it's like painting to me. Like you literally creating art. Okay, we have
Exactly.
a question from Ill Will CEO. What you got dropping next? Okay, we just kind of answered that. We just kind of
But
answered it, but you can go in deep with
I
it.
will say that my single, I'm gonna be dropping my single from that before the actual project drop. So the single is gonna be called Problems. I performed actually like the first verse of it when you were here at that last show. That was
Okay.
that new song that I had. So that's gonna be the single. I performed it like that time, and I think like one other time just to gauge and see how people are gonna react to it, because it's not so much it's a little bit more of a personable song. Um, but it's still rapping fast. I just wanted to see how people were gonna react to it. People will love it. And I'm gonna roll with that. So the next thing that's gonna be dropping for me, other than the project, before the project, is gonna be my single. It's gonna be called Problems.
Nice. Okay, if you are on this live, if you have a question for J.Haynes, please click the question mark at the bottom of the screen, type in your question, and I'll be able to pull it up for the both of us to see.
Let's do it. Give me some questions. Give me some questions. I like talking.
Look, I'm so mad about the first beginning of this interview
Yeah,
because it was so good.
yeah. I
Um,
was I was talking and I was like, oh, wait, and then I didn't know
I
if I
don't
should
know.
stop.
I don't know what happened. It just like on my end, it just froze. So I'm
On
like,
me, it was just like circling and it was buffering you. Like you were buffering, and I was like, okay, I think I should hang up now.
it's crazy. It's okay. We're gonna do it again. Do you feel like you would travel to different places to do shows?
Oh yeah, I definitely have. Like I pulled up, I did a little something in Colorado when I was there. It definitely represents Mobile. I've been hold on. Somebody just sent a question in. Oh, FBJ. He talking about high school. So me and Fat Bastard Jay went to high school. We played on the same football team. He says, who would you rather have as a head coach? Coach Phil or Coach Dean? Shit. Shit. Like, honestly, oh no.
What
I
high school
think
you went to?
I went to McGill Tulane.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and this is the thing, like people, I went to McGill. I grew up in Tomerville, like in the heart of Tomerville, like right down the street from LaFleur. So, and like people like think like McGill, like they always have like this little like mystique that goes with McGill dudes and stuff like that. Like it's not like that. Like I don't know why people
No.
think like we're so privileged and stuff. And like people be saying, oh well, they got good players because they got scholarships or whatever. I'm like, what? McGill doesn't do scholarships. We have financial aid, but guess what? If you don't pay your money, you're not gonna get your diploma when it come senior year. So like, going there, it was a different experience. I thank God that I went there every day though.
She said, yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. But look though, the lady, but look, the girls always love McGill dudes though. Straight up. Straight for me when I was there, we ain't like we were different. We were different.
Okay.
But anyway, who would I rather have as a head coach? I would probably go with like as a man or as an older kid. I would go with Coach Dean. Coach Dean broke everything down to a
Uh oh,
T.
somebody said you fake if you don't say Coach Phil.
That's because he played on my team too. Shout out T, man. He be helping me with my shows and everything and getting booked. Um, and now, man, if for my older self, what I need as a football player, I definitely would have went Coach Dean. But as far as like the younger me, oh, I needed Coach Phil. Coach Phil made me realize like I'm a dog, like and if you don't hunt, you don't eat. So like you better go get yours, like or you gonna get got. So he was definitely great for my development into an older player. But as far as being an older player, Coach Dean all day. He gonna give you a wet down in distance. If it's 1st and 10, 1st and 9, 1st and 8, what play they like to run at what percentage of the time. So he was like a real college coach. Shout out that man. Good question.
Somebody said Coach was the real. If you have any more questions, please tap the question mark at the bottom of the screen. Type in your question, and I'll be able to pull it up so J.Haynes can answer.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I'm pretty much an open book because I live my truth. So I'm ready for some questions.
What was the first instrument you picked up?
Piano. Piano. A piano. My grandmother started teaching me when I was 6 years old. At first, it kind of started off as like a game, but then like as I kept going, she realized that like okay, I can only take him so far. So I actually started taking lessons from this great pianist in the southeast. I had to drive like an hour to Mississippi for lessons from this guy named Dr. Imbrangulio. So that was pretty interesting. He was an older man, older white dude, lived by himself with a whole bunch of cats. And his wrist was broken, so he was very he talked real soft and everything like that. So like he was cool, man. He was cool. We would always bump heads though, because he'll teach me a piece, right? And like when we went to my recital to do it, I would play the piece that he taught me, and then I'll play something that I was working on out of nowhere, and then he would get like I would get in trouble. He'll like yell at me. T said, "Who's your favorite anime character and why?" Notice the background. My favorite anime character. Shit. I don't have a favorite anime character, but I can give you like my top five real quick. My top five: Goku, of course.
Top five?
Yeah, Goku, of course. Naruto, Light Yagami from Death Note. This is Pain from Naruto, and Itachi from Naruto. Yeah, that's my top five.
Okay, what's your favorite venue to perform at in Mobile?
Mirror Widow. Mirror Widow. That was
I
actually
love the vibe in there. Like,
yeah, I love it. I love it. That was actually the place where I had my first show. My first show ever that I did. I was actually the headliner for that show. Shout out FBJ. So like that was a great experience. I was given that opportunity by a guy named Seth Manis, who's no longer here with us today. One of the real heavy influences as far as like getting unknown people, unknown rappers noticed on the music scene. Like he gave me my first opportunity. He said, "Hey, I got you 10 tickets. If you can sell these 10 tickets before the show, then I got a lot more shows lined up for you." I sold out of them tickets, and he already. And from that moment on, we had a great relationship. So,
nice.
Shout out to him. RIP to that band. So, but yeah, Mirror Widow is home.
Nice. Song for Song Music said, "Can you rap one of your fastest verses right now?"
One of my fastest.
Yep.
I can rap that game over real quick. That's pretty fast.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I ain't never been the one to brag, but every time I get up in my bag, I make my competition wave the flag, cause they know when it's my time. Took a minute like I've been mixing up fine wine. When I'm in the game, don't need no cheat code. Fuck Hall of Fame, I'm going in beast mode. To do it is easy like I'm putting the free throws. While the BB like I should look through the peephole. On the grind like a skateboard. If you're getting in the way, I'ma pay, I'ma take yours. And I stay down like a baseboard. Now I'm in this bitch like somebody live my wick, just wait for it. I mean, nice and pray for it. And I'm betting on my exes wishing that they would've stayed for it. Do whatever it takes for it. I'm about to shine, make your eyes dilate for it. See, I was stuck in the struggle, then they got me a hustle by myself. I've been through the rubber, me and my shovel be snapping like I don't need a huddle or a nibby, muzzle been a missing piece of the puzzle before we get shuffled. With the pen, I'm busting your bubble, and now you in trouble, so we can really get in the scuffle. I've been in a couple, your feathers get ruffled, and now a nigga take a nut like a shuttle. With the way I be spitting, I jump, I made me a puddle. Yeah, roll harder than any tide. Six, so please advise to all these little rappers on Pennywise. See, y'all done been a war with many guys, so I done been many sides. So if you want to battle, then mini ride, and everybody gon' see that the boy's so dope, I'm an OD. And it don't even matter what you throw me, cause the game over, screaming cold beat. I'm back on my grind. The time getting closer. I think it's our time. Not again. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm always ready to rap. I'm always ready to rap.
That's so dope, man. I don't see how you rap so fast. That's just so crazy to me. But you playing instruments and stuff, it definitely, I think it makes a difference.
Oh yeah, it definitely makes a difference. I know what I want and how I want it to sound. And honestly, like like you said, I treat my voice as an instrument. You know what I'm saying? It has to sound right. I got to tune it. I got to take care of it and all that stuff. So yeah. I like rapping fast, like, because honestly, like, I got a lot to say. Like, I have a lot to say about how I feel about a particular instance. So I want to try to get in as many words as possible.
Well, you got your questions rolling in. Hold on, let me see.
All right, let's go. I'm with it.
Next show.
Oh, my next show. I don't think I have anything lined up right now. I don't have anything lined up. Anything right now. I'm working on a couple of music videos. I'm working on my project. Working on some songs, working on beats for other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to send out like little packs and stuff for people.
Nice.
Georgia or Alabama tomorrow. Yeah, you talking to me? Oh, you talking about the game. He's talking about the national championship game. Alabama, roll tide. From the land with the tide, bro. Yeah. I want to do some work with you, homie. Yeah, that's not. We can do some work. That's not really a question, but we can definitely do some work, like for sure. Like just hit my line. Like I'm always looking forward to do mashups or collabs with anybody. Like
that's what the next question kind of says. It says any artist in Mobile you would collab with that you haven't already. That's a good question.
It's a couple of features that's floating out there that they owe me. So first and foremost, I need a feature with Fat Bastard J. I need a feature with Ali Kazim. I need a feature with this guy that I love named Snap Burrell. Snap Burrell is hard. I need a feature with him. Mm-hmm. I need a feature with Crimson King. I need a feature. It's a couple of people, and all of that is due and pay respect to the Song for Song platform. Because if it wasn't for the Song for Song platform, the only people I would know for real is Fat Bastard J and Ali. Like I wouldn't know anybody else. So yeah, man, it's plenty of artists. So anybody that want to work, just hit my line. Like y'all be seeing me on Instagram. I just got these bars going. So just send me a beat and get out the way. I got it.
How did you learn to rap so fast? Because in school, you were so laid back.
Listening to the stuff that I listen to, like Bone Thugs and Harmony, like first and foremost, like Bone Thugs, and by the way, I don't give a fuck what nobody say, they won that versus. I don't care. And Busy Bone was right to throw that cup. He was right to throw that cup.
He should not have thrown that cup.
Yes, he should.
No, it was a mic, it wasn't a cup.
Oh, he threw the microphone. Man, whatever. He should have threw the whole kitchen sink out of there.
You don't throw no mic at nobody.
Out, man. Yes, man. He said, "Suck." Did you hear what he said?
I did.
That is fighting words.
Those are fighting words. Right place, right time.
Man, no, I don't like. Nah, if another dude tell me, like, I've never had nobody say that shit to me, which is awesome because I always try to treat people with respect. I never try to get into it with people, but.
I mean, I see why he did it. I know why he did it. Like, and he was drinking too. So it's like, what you just say to me? Like,
exactly. But yeah, man. Like, how do I learn how to rap so fast? Like, it was just listening to Bone. Like, listen to a lot of Bone, and then from there, branching out, listening to Tech Nine and listening to Ritz. But to be honest, the majority for me to rap so fast and do the thing that I do, the majority of the music that I listen to is like 90s R&B and like R&B music in general. Like I'm real heavy in listening to Giveon right now. I love the softer side of Drake. I like Bryson Tiller. I listen to a lot. I listen to a lot of like, and then I like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Luther Vandross, The Temptations. A lot of people that my mom put me on, or honestly that I have no choice but to hear whenever she's
Come
playing
on,
music.
catalog.
Yeah, so like for the person who does the music that I do and rap the way that I rap, like a majority of the music that I listen to, or it's a lot slower. Like it's
Hey,
mostly singing.
favorite rapper?
My favorite rapper right now, like in the game or like ever
They
in the
just said
game.
favorite rapper.
Let's see, in the game right now, it gotta be Cole. Like my favorite rapper is Cole. Like anytime Jermaine Cole. Anytime that he drops something, I gotta listen to it because like I don't know, bro. Like he
He's
comes
for
from
the culture. He's just for the culture.
yeah. So like him, my favorite rapper. My one B though, it gotta be it's this uh it's this guy named Ritz. He's a white dude from Atlanta, and he be killing. He be snapping. So yeah, like those are my favorites right now.
I like this question. How would you like to be remembered?
I may want to be remembered as the dude that always showed love, and and the guy that always left everything that he could out. Like the thing is, like whenever I transpire into that next life, like because everybody's gonna die someday.
Yeah.
I want to be able to go to God and be like, yo, like I used every single talent that you gave me. I used every. I don't want to like I don't want to go to heaven knowing that I didn't give everything that my God gave me to the world. And so that's how I want to be remembered. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be remembered for the guy who, for just being a decent, great human being, like a great guy. Like this goes beyond rap. This goes beyond like all of this other things like money and jewelry and clothes and all of that. Like I just want to be remembered as a good guy, a guy that was always there when people needed it, a guy that left everything that he could out on that stage and everything that he could out on that mic. You know what I'm saying? Just like I did when I was on the football field, just like I did when I was in track and field. So yeah, that's how I want to be remembered.
I love that. Okay. Do you like rock or soft rock?
I like all the rock. I like all music. Like I listen before we got on here, I was listening to this song by like these like it was like 5 people playing one guitar. And there's some song called like now you're just somebody that I used to know.
I
And I
know
don't
this
even know who
song.
the I like and I love that. Like I love all kind of music. So hard rock, Disturbed, you talking about alternative rock, you talking about Linkin Park. Back in the day, you talking about like alternative rock again. You talking about Nickelback. My range is ridiculous. Like you don't know like what you'll hear coming out of my headphones or what you'll hear coming out of my car. Like I love all type of
That
music,
she loves the
gospel.
song.
Oh yeah, that song is hard. I be trying to tell people, but yeah, man, I listen to everything. I listen to everything as long as it's good. I even listen to like Beethoven in my spare time. Like I like listening to Beethoven. It calms me. I like listening
I have
to
a friend. I have a friend who listens to Beethoven on a regular, like in his car, like just well, he's in choir and everything too. But he says the same thing. It calms him.
Yeah, it does, man. I love music in every form. Like
Mhm.
I love music in every form, like no matter what it is. I like country music. Lady Antebellum, that's my shit. Jake Owen is my shit. Tim McGraw. I love all music. Like music doesn't have a color or a face or a type to me. Like in the grand scheme of things, it's all sounds, and I love it.
Nice, nice. What would you tell? What would you tell somebody who is just now getting into their craft or feeling comfortable getting into their craft? How would you inspire them to keep going?
I would tell them to focus on the people who are supporting you and don't focus on the people who aren't supporting you. because as an artist, as a creative, no matter what section you're coming from, it's real easy to get discouraged because I see it a lot. I see a lot, like people spazzing out on social media. Oh, this person don't support me, or y'all don't ever support me. Like, so fucking what? Like, so what? That doesn't matter. What matters is those 10 people that came to your last show specifically to come see you. Or what matters is those 5 people that left from that same show that are now fans of yours. Like, cater to the people who like it. And if people don't like your shit and people don't like it, it's not for them. That don't mean it's not good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you have things that transcend groups. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Drake can do a trap beat, and then Drake can do like, something that make you cry at your wedding day. You know what I'm saying? But the most important thing is, bro, like, just focus on the people who are supporting you, and and just do you. Be unapologetically yourself. And that's what you should do, because it's so easy to change. It's so easy to change and be with the bravado and all of that shit. Like, people be wearing a whole bunch of jewelry. This is like the only chain that I really got that I own. I wear a whole bunch of shit that I like. I like anime. I have an Ultra Instinct shirt on. When I performed, when you saw me, I had a Hidden Leaf from Naruto, a Hidden Leaf Jonin jacket, and then I took it off and I had Saiyan armor. Be unapologetically yourself. It does not matter. It's gonna be people. Just make sure that you get it to the right people. Focus on the people that love you, and don't focus on the people that hate. Biggest thing.
Definitely. What can we expect on your next project?
A lot of different sounds, a lot of different things. Like, of course, you're gonna have those cadences where I'm just ripping things like. I'm gonna have that, of course. Like, but I'm definitely gonna go back to like doing some of my slower stuff, like that song "Give and Take" that I got, that I performed. Definitely gonna have, like I said, I'm gonna have some dancing stuff on there, a couple of twerking things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's all about the title, like emptying and becoming one, and being able to do any facet. Okay, if I want to do a rock song, I'm gonna put a rock song on there. If I want to do an R&B song, I'm gonna put an R&B song on there. So just expect a lot of different sounds. It's gonna be very different. The cadence and the flow is gonna be there. But
what's up,
man.
Trevor Lee? I see you in here.
Dre said I want to get on the tracks. Yeah, I'm with it.
Okay,
you can help. You can help narrate.
Yeah, I definitely love your music. I love your drive. I love your energy. And y'all, this is J.Haynes. If you don't know him, you kind of got some insight on him now. We're definitely going to do this again. We got to get you up here too. I got some people that I want to get you to network with.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. That's my main goal this year. I kind of want to bring some of y'all up here, and then I want to come down there and bring some people down there, just so we can get some networking going.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm all about networking.
What you like to be known for, and what do you want to be known for in the music industry?
I want to be known for my creativity. Because like I want to be known for my creativity. I want to be known for as in like you don't listen to just one specific genre or type of beats and think of J.Haynes. You can think of J.Haynes as like getting on anything. You can hear any beat and be like, you know what? I want to hear Jay on it, and there's nothing but strings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I want everybody to know that I got bars. I do not play. I get busy. Don't nobody want to with me on the mic. Like I'm just being 100% honest. Like. Because I can do that with my eyes closed. I stay out of beef. So thank God for that. You know what I'm saying? But if people want the smoke, I got it. But
I love y'all too, Dre. Like, look, I'm just so
we
happy
do.
just to see like the local artists, like the music scene growing in Mobile. Like that really made me excited.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. It's been great. It's been great down here, man. Like, man, we love having you down here, man. You all gotta definitely come down here, but I'm definitely gonna make a trip up there. I got some family up there that I haven't seen in a while anyway. So okay. Yeah, so I need to go ahead and get up there, man. My whole family
is growing up here.
Yeah, my whole family, like a majority of the older people in my family went to A&M. So I spent many a times going in and out of those city limits and going to those games, those classic games and all of that stuff, homecomings. Matter of fact, my mom was mad at me this week because she wanted to go to, last year, because she wanted to go to homecoming, but I had to work. So,
man.
Yeah.
Yes, Dre, interview coming soon. Look, I've been trying to interview Dre.
We need one
A
because
few
like
months.
Dre needs to like, bro, like Dre. Somebody, I'm surprised nobody ain't started interviewing a Dre anyway because like Dre is like he's the one that's moving and shaking shit right now. Like, why? Like, yeah, well, we need to get him out. We need to get him out and let him speak to the masses, bro. Because I promise you, like, so I've learned so much from that man. Like, with all due respect to anybody that I've ever worked with, like him specifically, like as a promoter, just picking his brain about music and all of that stuff, man. Like, he has a lot to offer the world, and I'm excited for it. I'm gonna be the first person in y'all's interview whenever y'all set it up. Because I want to hear what every time he speaks, I want to listen. I want to hear what he got next.
Definitely.
Dre is golden.
Look, somebody said, would you be open to poetry?
Yeah, I did dabble in poetry. And a lot of my songs like it can be looked at like as poetry, like or spoken word. Like I don't really see the not too much of a difference between like songs and poetry because like it's just poetry to music.
That's the difference right there. I will say, just
Yeah,
because me doing spoken word and writing poetry, it was like a hard transition for me to write to music. I don't know. It still is.
really.
I don't know. I don't know. It's weird to me. Because I think it's because like when I write, I already have like this rhythm in my head or something like as I'm writing. So like finding the perfect beat for me, it can be difficult unless you're a producer that knows how to like make a beat around my voice.
Got you. Got you. Like, let me ask you this about like, how do you go about writing your stuff? Like, what is your creative process as far as like poetry and spoken word and things like that?
Life, life, or some. I've been through a lot of stuff, man. I've been through a lot of
Yeah,
stuff, but some of my stuff is fun. Some of my stuff I like to do research as I write on different words, and I'm I would say my friends call me like the queen of like double entendres and stuff like that. So,
oh, the double entendres. Yeah, I like those. Those
but
fine.
yeah, I would say that would be my inspiration. Just things that I go through. Whenever my hand wants to write, it writes. I did go a long time without writing though, like a year and a half, and I'm just now getting back there, but
Yeah,
it's
well, that's
going.
good. It's good. Don't as long as you're getting back into it. I was gonna have something to say if you weren't getting back into it.
Oh no, it's always there.
Good. Good, good. Yeah, I love when people being creative, man. Anytime I'm gonna share all your work too. Whenever I see it,
I have an ebook. The link is in my bio.
I'm going.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going now.
Check
I'm
that
going.
out.
I'm tapping in, definitely.
Dre said, "Hey, bro, that's love, bro," and he said that
And
before.
he said that before, so I know it ain't cap. Yeah, man, like, bro. Bro, I don't. Every time I think very careful. I think before I speak. And one, I don't know everything in the world, but one thing I do know is Dre is for the culture. Dre is for Mobile hip hop. Dre is for Alabama hip hop. Bar word. You already missed the bar word. You already missed the bar word.
You might as well go and do another one.
Shit. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's do. Let's do. This one. It's like my first of the month. It's called. I think it was called Bankroll or something like that. Let me see. All right, so woke up today, it's the first of the month. Hop up out the bed, then I gotta roll the blunt. Everybody looking for a check, it's a jungle outside, so a brother gotta hunt. Creep in the street, a nigga gon' get the trippin'. I'm a beast on the beat. Whenever I get the rep, ain't got no time for police, believe me. I leave them in the dust roll, running, looking at them like beep, beep. You niggas wanna battle, then ding, ding. I'm putting on my gloves, swinging on them, hit it cheap with a beat stain. That right hook is making them see things like I shot a Henny in the blunt, and he pop about 3 beans. Yeah, get it straight to the, fuck, I forgot the rest of it. But yeah,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Little bar work. Little bar work. Yeah, man. I can keep going. I got a lot of I got like a lot of stuff because like I just find myself like just write like little freestyles and stuff sometimes. Like, and
I
even
do
when I'm
that
like,
too. Like when I have writer's block, I just write like a few words and then I'll come back to it.
yeah, yeah, like it ain't nothing wrong with that. Like sometimes I'll be at work and then I'll just write something. I'll come up with like a couple of bars, write it down, and
Mhm.
then revisit it. Or just like whenever I'm writing a whole verse for something else, look at what the bars I had and just be like, oh, okay, cool, just plug and play.
Definitely. Well, J.Haynes, this was amazing. This was an amazing interview, despite the struggles at first, but we brought it back. We still got questions. Let's see. Do you have to smoke to write?
Nah, I don't. Oh, snap. Hold up. I dropped my phone. I was trying to put my charger in. Um, nah, I don't. I prefer to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely prefer to, but I don't have to. Like I said, like sometimes, like, I'll just be at work, and you ain't smoking at work or anything like that. So like, I'll be at work, or I'll just be at a store or something, and just feel inspired by something. I might see something and make me like might want to think of a bar. You know what I'm saying? A bad kid walking with his mom might maybe want to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna hop on the track and kill it like a bad kid or something, whatever. That was just an example, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, man, I don't have to, but I definitely like to. Definitely like to. I don't know. It just feels like I'm creative when I don't, but it opens the floodgates when whenever I do. So no, I don't. To answer your question.
Okay, we're gonna do. Okay, if you have any more questions, now is your time to ask them before we end the live. J.Haynes, I just want to thank you so much. This was an amazing interview.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do big things in 2022.
Definitely. What are you gonna do with your first big check?
That's a good question.
Um, First big check, buy some property, buy a
Is
house.
that gonna be the first thing you do with your check? The very first thing?
The first thing I'm gonna do, the first thing I'm
The
gonna do is
very
go.
first thing.
Shit, probably go to food seconds. Bullshit you not like bullshit you. I am a
Tell me,
simple.
tell me your food cyclist order right now.
All right, so I need a bigger box, two of them dipped in buffalo. I need my fries. I want a side of queso. I don't want bacon queso fries. I just want to put the bacon and the queso on the side so I can dip at my leisure. Then
You
I
a
don't.
dipper.
Yeah, I am a dipper, big dipper. And then no an extra piece of toast, no coleslaw. Don't do the
I
coleslaw.
don't like the
And then
coleslaw either.
for my sauces, I gotta get 200 mustard, one food sauce, and then I got to end it with a lemonade. I gotta get
You gotta
above.
have
Don't
a
play with me.
lemonade. You cannot go to food cyclists and not get the lemonade.
Exactly. Don't play with me. Yeah, but yeah, that's the first. Like, I would go get something to eat. Like, honestly, that's the first thing I would do. I wouldn't go like and go buy a car or nothing like that because I like to be frugal. Like like you know what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to build generational wealth for my family going forward. You know what
Look,
I'm
she
saying?
said the
Like,
slide's so good. Yeah, I don't.
okay, okay, whatever floats your boat.
I'll just give me some extra fries. I got yeah. That's what
Hey,
I
hey.
do.
Yeah, but yeah, I went. But the first big thing that my first big purchase, it was definitely going to be some property and a house. It's going to be some property and a house because you know what I'm saying. Like land is it's cheap down here, honestly, and it's because
It
it's
is.
so much of it. Like I didn't realize how important land was until I got to like my junior college or whatever. Because I had people in New York that don't know what a backyard is.
Mm.
Like they don't know what a backyard looks like. Like you look out, like they don't even have a back door. Like their back door is somebody else's house. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
like, I want to buy some land because that never goes away. Like that never goes away. And speaking of like the L.A. Pier or whatever, that was originally bought by some black folks, and it was bought for like maybe like $1,000, and now it's worth like millions and millions and millions of dollars. They just gave those rights back to that black family. So like that's what I'm on. Like I'm on to like trying to like have money, make more money, and leave it for my, you know what I'm saying, for like my family, my kids and their kids and their kids. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I feel like as a black man, one thing that we're not like really well as black people in general, like growing up, nobody really teaches us about like taxes. Nobody really teaches us about credit, things like that. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm trying to. That's where I'm on right now. I'm trying to create generational wealth.
What would you say to your new fans?
Hey, how y'all? How y'all doing? But one thing I would say is like I am completely different from any other artist that you listen to. I definitely put my heart and my soul into my music. I definitely put a lot of time, a lot of tears into my music, even. And one thing that you're gonna get out of me, you're gonna get the absolute best that I can do. You're gonna get the absolute best from me. You're gonna be surprised about a lot of things that you hear, about a lot of things that I say, because of some things that you may never think about. But I'm definitely excited and happy to have you as a fan.
I love it. Tell the people where they can find you.
Well, if they have my card, they can get my QR code. But in
Yeah.
the now,
Since we live, you know.
since we live, definitely you can follow me here on Instagram. I think my name should be here somewhere. At Wagwan J, WAHGWAN J. You can find me on Facebook fan page. My music page is J.Haynes. And my regular page is Jordan Haynes. Either one, I always like put music on both of them anyway. Snapchat, J.Haynes7. How you spell that? JHAYNES 7. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, and J.Haynes. I'm everywhere.
I love it. And there you have it, guys. Wait, when is the next sesh?
Well, I asked you if you wanted to have the session today, Daniel. That's. I asked him, but it started raining. You know how Mobile do. It was
Yeah,
thundering and
it's
lightning
been
and stuff.
raining here all day too.
Yeah, so the next set's probably gonna be Daniel. Clear your schedule for Tuesday. Let's do Tuesday. We in the middle of working on these radio mixes. So I can send them off to a couple of DJs, especially DJ Ferg. Man, shout out DJ Ferg once again. Trying to send some clean versions to her. And to my surprise, is really not that much cussing in my music. So it's going by
Not.
relatively fast.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's not that much cursing in your music.
But we got.
Definitely when you do that, send it to me too, so I can send it to some DJs here.
Oh yeah, for sure. The hardest thing about that is it's not the cursing, it's the other stuff. Like I don't know if like I had to bleep out. I went ahead and bleeped out the word. I used the word retard, and I think that is frowned upon. You know what I'm saying? So like I just went ahead
Yeah,
and took.
I mean, I would bleep that out too. I
Yeah, I
guess.
bleeped it out. So
I think they would on the radio too, if I'm not
yeah,
mistaken.
so that's what I'm on right now. That's what I'm on. Just trying to make those mixes and give them out so they can start playing me on the radio or in all these other different apps and outlets and stuff like that. And plus, I want to be able to play my music. I want to be able to play my music at trap practice, so I got to go ahead and bleep all the cussing out.
Nice, nice. Okay, guys, everybody who's still on here, please be sure to turn your post notifications on for Sound on the Hill. Be sure to follow us as well. That way you can know the next time we go live. We got some dope interviews coming up for the month. This is just our Hill Holiday series. We're going to have a different series for each month. The special that I'm running this year, all live interviews are $22. I'm filling the calendar up for 2022. So if you know somebody that want to interview, that got good music, that's taking it serious, if not just music, local businesses, whatever, whoever you feel like needs to be acknowledged, please be sure to tell them to fill out the application in our bio. It's $22. Okay, you get an hour on here with an hour plus, depending on the interview, because this was a great interview.
Okay, yeah, it was.
And I'll give you the opportunity to say what your talent is. You can do giveaways for your business, whatever you want to do in that hour. Whenever we on live, you can do it. $22 for the whole year.
Yeah, y'all gonna do that. Take advantage, man. This has been a great interview. I've had the pleasure of being here with you for I don't know how long we've been here, but it felt like we just started. I love it. I love what y'all are doing. I appreciate it. You look nice. I like your colors that you got going on. I love it. I love it. But yeah, this is definitely like one of the better interviews that I've ever done. I've done a couple. And I definitely appreciate you coming to the show, and I definitely appreciate your time. You could have been doing anything else tonight, but you decided to interview little old me. So I definitely appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And I think the next show, Song for Song, is February 13th, right?
I think something like that. Well, nah, it can't be. It can't be in February because
It's not.
nah, because Dre said in the live that the promotion is the not the promotion, the
The
openings for
deadline is the
submission
30th, right?
is the
January
was it the
30th.
deadline or did it say it opened?
Yeah, it opens January 30th.
Shout out True King Visuals, by the way. True King Visuals did a hell of a
Oh,
job on the recap
I was
video.
right.
Oh,
February 13th.
oh, it's February 13th? I bet. Yeah. So February 13th for that next song for song competition, everybody. I'm definitely going to be in the house. Am I going to be on the stage, though? Dre, if you need me to hit the stage for a performance, hey, hear my line. You know you got me for life. Anything that you need, I got you.
Nice. Thank you so much, J.Haynes. I'm going to save this live. I think it made up for what we lost. So, everything is great. This was amazing. Can't wait to interview everybody else this month. And like I said before, sign up. Okay, $22. You can't beat that. We personalize all the questions based on your application. So definitely sign up. Submission for song is 7. It opens at 7 on January 30th. Concert series February 13th. What's up, Gotti? I see you in the building. Okay, so anybody want to shout out anything? Do it right now before I end the live. Just type it in the comments and I'll read it out loud.
Type it in. Again, shout out Song for Song. Shout out UBH. Shout
Yep.
out Dre Day, Tay, Late Gate Slate. Shout out Ali Kazim. Shout out DJ Ferg. Shout out everybody. Shout out each and every one of you because y'all could be doing anything right now. But like how I said earlier, y'all are chilling and looking at us. So I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. This was definitely fun. Shout out Sound on the Hill, man. Sound on the Hill, definitely one of the better up and coming podcasts coming, man. Y'all are dope. Keep doing your thing. I'm definitely gonna be tuning in. I have my notifications turned on. What about y'all? Y'all need to turn on the notifications and tap
Turn
in.
it on. Thank you so much. Okay, everybody, we're going to end this live right now. Our next interview, I'll tell you, is January 12th. Please be sure to look at all the flyers. They're on the page. And yeah, that's the night.
And it's been a pleasure. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it too. Thank you so much.
No problem. Be safe.
All right, peace.